Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Everybody. Happy birthday, dear Trevor. Happy birthday to you. Yay.
Thank you. You know what's funny? I just realized we did this show in New Orleans last year.
We are poor. Oh, I remember that show. Wow, that was a year ago.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's funny because like I was remembering, I was like, "Yo, their internet service was shit," but it was cool.
Oh yeah, I had to put I had to put stationary Trev into place. Oh wait, that's not.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait, do we have station? No, oh, that's not stationary Trev.
that's not
That's hey,
necessary.
I'm Jeff
That's
Perry. Can you make it? I don't like what you said about me, and I'm gonna throw some water on myself.
I'm comfortable with it. Jack Perry.
Hey everyone. Happy early birthday, Trevor. You got the
Thank you,
elephant in
sir.
the room. Congratulations on another year.
Yes, I appreciate that. I do. Like I said, it's funny because last year, like I said, I was in New Orleans doing a show, and it was on my birthday. And what's funny is my birthday is 2 days afterward because it was a leap year. I forgot it was a leap year. So you know, there we go.
There we go. There we go. Another year, another wrinkle.
Right
Right there.
there.
But it's a beauty mark. We're gonna call it a beauty
Of
mark.
course, it's beautiful,
Um,
beautiful.
well, happy birthday. Hope you're gonna be spending it doing something you love. We're gonna kick it off by doing something we both love, though.
Absolutely.
We just talk about
Talking about
wrestling.
wrestling.
Guys, welcome to OT Graps. I'm Omer,
I'm Trevor.
and this is O
Utty.
Graps.
Raps.
We got a wonderful show unplanned for you today. We're going to be talking about AEW Double or Nothing 2024, which also just so happens to coincide with 5 years of AEW programming. Wild to think that
That's crazy.
2019 was 5 years ago, Trevor.
That's crazy. I think we all forget about some of the years because pandemic was a thing. But yeah, it's nuts to even think that it's 5 years old now.
It's crazy because so much happened. Like
Oh yeah, so much has happened in wrestling and life in general.
life in general, wrestling. I mean, CM Punk returned to wrestling to AEW, left twice, came back to WWE. You had a free agent frenzy. You had Vince McMahon being like an insane amount of stuff happened in the past 5 years.
It's ridiculous,
And
ridiculous.
we're gonna try to reflect
Nectar
on
of
it
the
as
gods.
much as we possibly can as Trevor takes a sip of the nectar of the gods.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's just like crazy. Like you said, it's hard to even phantom that all of this has happened. It's like 5 years.
It's absolutely wild. Well, we'll get into that. We also are going to be talking about some interesting news coming out of The Rock and Brian Gewirtz, who we're talking about Cody. There's some interesting stories floating around about Cody Rhodes and his reaction or unplanned reaction to The Rock taking his spot at Mania because he was not happy, Trevor. But he was supposed to look happy.
You're supposed to look happy, very happy.
Like, hey. We'll get into all of that. But first, guys, be sure to go over to youtube.com/@OTGraps for exclusive clips and all sorts of fun stuff. We got our Bo Dallas video on there. It's doing pretty well. Also got the Hulk Hogan. I want to do more stuff like that, Trevor, where we just like randomly
That was
look at
fun.
Hulk
That was a
Hogan.
lot of fun, actually.
Maybe we'll dive into some of that later on in the show. We'll do
Why
it
not?
off a whim and see what happens. But
Why not?
guys, be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to youtube.com/@OTGraps. Follow us on the X's. All right. Well, let's I guess dive right into yeah. Let's talk about The Rock. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this.
Absolutely.
So recently, Brian Gewirtz, who is The Rock's, basically like right-hand man. He was his right-hand man in WWE when he was there. He has always kind of been there with The Rock wherever he goes. Brian Gewirtz kind of follows is a bit of the joke that's been going around. And he had an interesting thing to say about Cody when he was interviewed by the Max Man show. And I'm just going to pull up the exact wording of what he said. This is him talking about that segment with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, when Cody gave The Rock the world title match at WrestleMania. And we all remember that being a very infamous moment. It says, quote, "The idea was supposed to be like the Nixon-Kennedy debate, a little bit where you read the transcript and you're like, Nixon kicked his ass. If you watch the actual footage, oh, he was a sweaty, terrible mess. With Cody, it was supposed to be in some form, yeah, effing A, go get him, Rock. You're going to get your ass kicked, Roman. Let's do this." And an uplifting promo. But instead, he looked like someone shot his dog in the face in the parking lot. That, I don't think, helped matters. It might not have changed or affected anything, certainly on paper, and I don't blame Cody for that. He's real and one of the realest people I've ever met. Interesting words coming out there, basically revealing, Trevor, that what happened in that promo and the way Cody reacted was not supposed to be what happened. He gave a very somber promo, and the way Brian Gewirtz alleges there, it was supposed to be a little bit more cheery and rah-rah. What's your initial takeaway from that?
I mean, honestly, it did seem like it fell on like that it was kind of deadpan. His eyes were dead. He didn't really seem very, very happy about it anyway. But you would think, since he was like trying to push The Rock to toward this, that he would have been a little more like, okay, yeah, go, but he wasn't. It didn't help sell it at all. I mean, everybody when that went off, everyone had questions, and then we were like, it quickly fixed because everyone found out. All the higher ups found out that it didn't work out. It didn't work out the way it was supposed to work. So they had fixed it up and I still don't think that was the best way to do it, but they did their best, and we got a hell of a match out of it. But they put a Band-Aid on it and fixed it up, and now Cody Rhodes is a champion. Now, do you think it would have went over better with the fans if he was like uplifting and very like, "Oh, you got this, Rock. Do you think it would have went over better?"
It's hard to say because that Cody boo-boo face is like the best in wrestling.
It is.
Like, there is no one who can look more upset and sad than Cody Rhodes.
Dude, I think he can cry on cue. I really think he can.
Oh, he has. Remember when he cried? He cried when he cured racism. Bro. At one point during the show, remind me to pull up. Like, someone asked Cody a wild question recently.
Was that the radio show where they were talking about the meme with Martin Luther King and stuff?
Yo, Cody, how does it feel to be in the same conversation as MLK? I was like, what?
You know what? Kudos to Cody, because he handled that question like a champ. He really did,
bro.
Like, for Cody, like, because that's, like you said, that's a wild question to even ask. But for him to handle it the way he handled it, kudos to Cody.
Bro, I would have been next question.
Is it next question? I'm not answering this.
We're not doing this. No. That's a wild question. Shout out to nobody on that one. I'm sorry. No one deserves any credit. Failure. But yeah, I mean, again, it's hard to say, right? Like,
right.
On one hand, if he doesn't do it, the crowd's probably going to be pissed anyway. The fans are going to be pissed anyway. But at the same time, if you don't have Cody looking as sad as he does,
right,
and giving a convincing enough like vibe about it, who knows? I still think it happens though. Like I still think everyone just is like, what's come on? Like this dude won the Royal Rumble back-to-back years. Like in this.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it was the best choice. It turned out to be like I said, a hell of a match. It was the best choice, but it would have been cool to see The Rock and Roman fight. I don't think it should have been for the title, personally.
Well, luckily for both of us, that's not what happened. I guess a follow-up question, Trev. What do you think? Like, because in my head, I think this is part of a work.
Right.
And not to say this isn't true. This is probably true, but I think like now they're kind of like doing the whole like reality meets like kayfabe type of thing, where it's like,
Right. Right. Right.
look,
Right.
people know like part of the story is that Cody, initially agreed to give The Rock the main event, and then he
Mhm.
kind of took it away, and that's why The Rock has such a grievance with Cody. I think
And I
they're kind
think
of
that's
playing
so
into
very
this a little
well.
bit. Well, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's so very well. I mean, that idea that Cody Rhodes was giving this to The Rock and then reneged on it was perfect. Honestly, I mean, it, it as long as it doesn't make Cody, when unfortunately it did at the time make Cody look weak. I thought I think that whole ideology was so pretty well. But like me and you both said, the only issue I had with the way everything went down was because you're making your top guy who's about to be champion look like a putz. He looks young. He looks weak. Really, really weak. And that was the biggest issue I had. Now, if you had it so like Rock had a grievance, this is what happened, blah blah blah, that's fine, right? Like, or even look, I realize I made a mistake. This isn't supposed to be your spotlight. It's supposed to be my spotlight. I deserve a chance to redeem myself against Roman. I'm taking a shot back. You know what I mean? Like, if you did it like that, that's fine. But again, they had him look weak when doing it. Now, I love the stuff with him and Rock. Honestly, I would have been more happy with a match with him and Rock than him and Roman, even though both the match was good. But like, it's just one of those things. You're like, okay, like, where's the match with Rock? Like, you built all this up with him and Cody. Where's that match? We need it. We need it. We need to see it.
I think Cody Rock happens probably at Mania next year.
Mania or SummerSlam?
Mania. SummerSlam is what, like 2 months away?
Yeah.
Like it's very close. Like, I think they're gonna say Cody Rock for Mania, and then like do Roman Rock at some point. Maybe that's SummerSlam. I don't know, but I just
I
don't
mean,
see Roman returning for a while.
yeah, no, I think he's going to get his rest in for a minute. But I do have a question to ask you, and it's a two-part question. Cody Rhodes, boring, and is it his fault?
Well, if you go over to youtube.com/Russell Vibes, AO, you can find out exactly what I think. But is Cody Rhodes is not boring. I want to be clear about this. Cody Rhodes,
Yeah,
the man, is not necessarily boring. He can be.
right,
As can
right.
anyone.
He can
As
be.
can I. As can you. Anyone can be boring.
Right.
Let me be clear for the Cody crybabies. I'm on the internet. Pop myself there. No, to answer your question, I think that this version of Cody Rhodes is underwhelming for sure. I expected a little bit more fire out of Cody. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. It just seems like Cody has come out and been like, "Oh yeah, what do you guys want to talk about?" Same energy that he had beforehand. Like, at least when like others like did this when they won the belt, there was like it just felt different. Maybe it's just a
Right.
personal thing for me, but I also think the follow-up story, and again, follow-up stories after WrestleMania are always going to be less than the original
Right.
one. There was a lot that could have been done to make that better. They just didn't. They just kind of had AJ Styles. Huh, they don't want none. I got no music, son. Um, and yeah, it is what it is. Boring at the okay, because boring has connotations. Underwhelming right now. If we have the same vibe about this by the time we get to um Clash at the Castle, then yes, boring.
Right. Right. Okay.
What about
That
you?
makes
What do you
sense.
think?
I actually kind of agree with you. Like, I don't necessarily think he's boring. I don't think I think his title reign so far is lackluster, but I don't necessarily think it's boring. Like, but also I honestly think his booking is trash. Like,
That's
it's AJ Styles match terrible. I mean, like, It wasn't bad to watch. It wasn't a bad match to watch, but
You know what? You know what Meltzer gave that match?
what?
5 stars.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Meltzer gave it 5 stars.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, the
It's
match
a great
wasn't
match.
bad, but the buildup was trash. Like yeah, we're good friends. We know each other. Shake my hand. Blah 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 blah. That was so stupid. Like, and really, you put him in a title versus Logan Paul's ego match.
Hey man.
It don't get me wrong. Like, unfortunately, on paper, he might be one of the hottest WWE stars right now. Unfortunately, but you really gonna do that? And
I'll,
then you take the title versus title aspect out? That's awful. That's crazy.
I'll have you know, Trevor, that crypto scammer who calls himself the United States champion is just happens to be one of the best wrestlers in all of WWE right now. We got a few chats. Let's get to those real quick. Acknowledge the chat. Let's go. CC saying, yo, what's up, CC? Good to see you. Mindy's Christie's saying hi. Any relation to Mindy's Bakery? Send us goods.
Please.
Nazim in the chat says, how are you guys? I'm doing well.
Doing all right. Doing pretty good.
Jermaine says, Roman versus Cody 3. Who wins? I see Roman not for the title, but he wins in that third match. You think he wins that trilogy? Because each of them have a win right now.
That's true. I mean, I feel like whoever needs it at the time will win it, honestly.
Trevor is out here. Diplomatic but intelligent answer. Diplomatic but hella intelligent there. We got What's Up Guys by John Keegan. Good to see you again, John Keegan.
Hello, John Keegan.
It's Taco Kid. Hello, Taco Kid. And they're having a nice little conversation. Hope you both are doing absolutely well. AJ Styles died. He did not die. He was hindered is what happened. All right. There's a severe hindrance that took place. He is doing okay. But yeah, we got a bunch. We got Liam. Oh, I'm on holiday, baby. Oh yeah. Well, Liam.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be on holidays in a town not near you, but like close enough. I'm gonna be in London in the summer at some point. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Be sure to say hi, Liam. It's Taco Kid said, honestly, they should have had him have AJ feud for the Saudi show because it would have been way better build. Yeah, but I think they wanted to follow it up with a good showing in France. They wanted to sell out France is really what it was. Charles in chat says, where you hype for AEW Double or Nothing? We'll get to it. We're getting to it. Don't worry. We got hype. We're like Mojo Rawley and you know, the jabroni before he became a jobber, Zack Ryder. We stay hyped. Guys, be sure to smash that like button. Bro, just hop on the train to Scotland. I'm not going to Scotland. I'm hopping the train in the other direction. I'm going to Brussels from London.
Oh, you going to Brussels?
I'm gonna. This has been like a. 4 years in the making. This like little mini Euro trip that I've been driving. Like I was supposed to go during COVID. Like in March of 2020, I had like all this stuff planned. Kiboshed on all of that because of
I was actually supposed to go to Ireland this year. Actually,
it's the shame for fame cluster, man.
But we pushed it back for a number of reasons that I will share later on, but not in this particular show. But yeah. I will share later on.
Little tease. Yeah. I'm in Long Island, MJF's hometown. I will be in Long Island. Actually not long. I'll be in New York next month, actually. So, but love Long Island. I was there for what was that pay-per-view? World's End.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was there for the World's End. You know, like a nice little you know. If you know, you know.
I went there for a hockey game once. Not an Islanders fan. But yeah,
I went there for a wedding actually, like last October. Y'all in Long Island are an interesting bunch.
Yeah, very much so. Yes,
mighty anyway. But guys, keep those chats coming. We love to hear from y'all. Trevor, They mentioned AEW Double or Nothing. Let's get right into it and talk about it.
Let's get to there.
AEW Double or Nothing is coming to you all live from Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, this coming Sunday. A pay-per-view on a Sunday, Trevor. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena, the home of the original Double or Nothing, which also happened to be the first ever AEW show. They're returning 5 years later to where it all begins again. And they have a packed show. So far, 9 matches. This is recorded before Dynamite. There's going to be like at least 3 more added, hope probably. But big show. The vibe around this show, Trevor. What have your sense been about the build-up overall? Are you excited about this show? Is it overwhelming, underwhelming? Let me hear it.
You know what? I will say some of these matches they have done a good job of building up. When we talk about, maybe not week after week, but one thing we do talk about with AEW, their build up to matches is kind of awful. But they've been doing a better job, honestly. The Willow Nightingale match, I am very excited to see. I'm very excited to see that match. The Anarchy in the Arena, oh, I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. Oh, it's so many good matches, so many.
It's going to be fantastic. Like, this is, I mean, look, this is going to be a fun pay-per-view. The build-up, I mean, again, we this is something we've talked about probably leading up to most AEW pay-per-views. The build-up is like 50-50, it's whatever. By the time we get to showtime, right, I think we usually, though, like are like, okay, this is going to be a great show, great matches, all that stuff. I will say this. I think the build-up to this pay-per-view is definitely above average for compared to other AEW pay-per-views, especially when you consider the amount of time they had between pay-per-views. Like, Dynasty was like literally just a month ago, and now we're getting to Double or Nothing. So I think like they've done a really good job, honestly, considering everything. But without further ado, let's get right into the card, and let's start it off hot. Trevor, a few weeks ago on Dynamite, AEW tried this really interesting idea of basically a sudden death scramble in which one Will Ospreay won. I love that idea, by the way.
Sudden death scramble, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic idea. Will Ospreay won, and with that, he won a shot at the AEW International Champion, Roderick Strong. So they're facing off. This could be Will Ospreay's first chance to get gold in AEW. What do you think about this match?
I think it's a great match. Honestly, like you said, the scramble was a great idea. It was so much fun. Scramble was so much fun. But I think this is going to be a good match. People who don't think Roderick Strong still has it, he definitely does still have it. And this is going to be a very good match. Now, my opinion would be not take it away from Roddy yet because of what they're trying to build with that. But it's a very good chance Will Ospreay might be an international champion.
What are they trying to build with that?
I mean, everyone a part of their faction was trying to get a title.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
So but so far, it's him. He's the only one, right? Or the tag team titles over there too.
The ROH, the Kingdom's got the ROH tag team titles.
Yeah, I don't count. Yeah.
Wardlow didn't get a belt.
We know Wardlow didn't get a belt.
And Adam Cole has been sparingly used, although he did stand up.
He did stand. Because he's not medically clear yet, is he?
No, he's not. Last we heard, there was like a bit of a tumble backwards for him, unfortunately, in that respect. But
infected something.
Yeah. Anyway, but Roderick Strong, Will Ospreay, we know this is going to be a great match on paper. These are two of AEW's best in-ring talents. Who walks away with the belt? Do they put it on Ospreay right now?
I mean, it couldn't hurt, but would it be too soon, I guess? Like, would the fans feel like it's a force?
Nah, I don't think so. I think they're ready for Ospreay to hold gold. I think the question on everyone's mind, right, is like, when's the right time to put which belt on Will Ospreay, right? That's the
Right.
real question, because many people believe that All In London Ospreay main event, like that's when he should win it from Swerve or whoever. I don't hate the idea of them not doing that, because I understand, like, like it's the big event, like it's in London, it's his home country, all that kind of stuff. But Ospreay's going to get a big pop regardless of where he is. Would that be a great moment for him and a great place for him to do that and achieve that accomplishment? Sure. But I think like there's other stuff you can do in between and kind of hold off on that world title win, because you could like he could dominate for like a year and hold the belt going into All In next year. Like that's like a total thing you can do. Oh, depending on where All In is,
Right.
that could move. But
no, you're absolutely right though. No, I mean it is one of those things that would it be a good idea? Probably. Would it be a good idea not to? Probably. I mean, it could go either or. Either or is not a bad choice in this situation, I think.
oh, we'll see what happens. Prediction time though, Trevor. Who walks out with the belt?
I will say, well, I'm gonna say Roger Strong.
Oh, I'm gonna go Will Bloody Ospreay, bruv.
Bruv.
Yeah,
Bruv.
just pull the trigger. Give me the Summer Ospreay. Let's go.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Well, moving on, we have another world title match. We have a world title match, I should say, to talk about. Timeless Toni Storm is going to be defending her AEW Women's World Championship against the Serena Deeb. I don't know what I was going for there. Serena Deeb been winning every match she's been in this entire year. Built her up like a brick house. Built her up to be this dominant force on Collision. If you don't watch Collision, I don't know what to tell you. Of course, you're probably not gonna vibe with this, but as someone who is a collider himself, love it. I think that this is I actually think the build for this has been great.
Yeah, it really has. It really has. I mean, that's why I said at the beginning of this, like they have gotten really better at building their matches, especially the women's division. That was a problem. They didn't build anything. Like they built a match that looks competitive, and both competitors look very strong. I want to see this match.
Absolutely. And like Serena Deeb is someone, Trev, who's like rarely ever had the opportunity to get her flowers. I think this is like really like that opportunity. Like she's in the limelight, she's in the spotlight, people are paying attention, and she has a world title match on a pay-per-view.
I totally agree. Serena Deeb has been one of those people that's been in the background quietly for a long time, doing what she needs to do, winning matches, making herself look strong, getting in championship predicaments and situations. Remember, this is the second time she's had a championship opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so, I honestly believe this is going to be a banger of a match, honestly.
Yeah, this could be. People are gonna like laugh at this probably because like there are a lot of a-holes out there who don't respect women's wrestling. This has the potential to be a show-stealing match.
It really does. It definitely does. Do you know how their what position is going to be on? Like, is it second to last or mid card? What?
I mean, look. If it was me planning this out, I would have this like open the show. I think they're probably, but like odds are they're probably gonna have like I'm looking at the card right now. They're probably gonna have Roderick Strong and Will Ospreay open the show. Like I can totally see that, but I would love for this to open the show. But I would say like I would say give this its like own spot. Like, look, Roderick Strong and Ospreay open up the show. All right, we're on a high there. We love it. All right, bring them down with Jericho. Let's give the Jericho match next, and then let's go bring in a notch up with Serena Deeb, and like don't make him go after Ospreay. And
that's a career killer.
Don't do that. Don't do that to my wonderful women of AEW. We got a few chats here. Actually, this is a good topic to talk about. We got AEW needs to leave Las Vegas like. That's crazy. Like John left Nikki. Vegas doesn't deserve great wrestling shows. All right. Wow, that is okay. We got the point there. This is a point though. This is like a serious conversation people have been having, right, Trev? Like about
I mean,
Vegas
this
and
this
AEW.
actually was a and you know this better, almost a little better than I do. This has been a point since the Raiders went to Las Vegas. Like this has been something that people have been saying for a long time. Like they just a lot of people don't agree with it. Like I mean, they're supposed to be getting a baseball team soon too.
They're getting
They
WrestleMania next year.
the A's are supposed to be there, so
Yeah,
you know it's
they're getting Mania
one of those things where you're like, okay, hmm, like maybe there's something to it. I mean, there is a market there. There definitely is a
for
market.
sure. For sure.
Now, is it for just sports lovers, or is it because you make money off sporting events, which still both serve a purpose?
There is definitely a larger sports fan contingent in Vegas than I thought there was. Like certainly, like
absolutely.
having been there, having experienced it, like going to I was there for Double or Nothing last year, and it was like the night before the LA, was it the LA Knights or the Las Vegas Knights, whatever their team
Nice,
is. Yeah, they played a game, and it was like they were not like, these weren't people who were going there to like because they were sports gambling or just something to do. They were Knights fans. Like these are
Oh
people
yeah,
who are Vegas natives. So there definitely is a sports fan contingent there. Whether or not they deserve it, I think is a separate issue. I think what I'm most concerned about is like, I think AEW's tested this market a little bit too much.
yeah, yeah.
Like I'll look up like the WrestleTix number right in a sec, but like, you know, like the amount of tickets they've been selling has been gradually decreasing over the past number of years. We have the issue next year with Mania coming to Las Vegas. Like
That's gonna be
they're not
yeah.
gonna run. There's no way they run Vegas next year. Like that would be bad. That would just be a bad business move, if we're being honest.
Yeah, like you run Vegas next year. That really is like detriment to your brand and everything. Like just no, don't do that next year. Just find someplace else, run it then. But to credit your point, it is a pretty big sports market there. Like I didn't realize it either until I realized that the Vegas Knights are actually good.
They're really good, bro. They're really good.
Like they won the Stanley Cup not too long ago.
Yep, last year.
Yeah, and like I mean, like I don't think they made it to the playoffs this year, but they've been in the Stanley Cup Finals twice. Once they won.
So this is WrestleTix as of like a little over a week ago. WrestleTix has Double or Nothing at currently set up for 7,000 fans and tickets distributed at 6,040.
Oh wow.
And this is in the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Like the original Double or Nothing had around like 10,000 people there. So this arena can obviously fit like 10,000 for wrestling.
Right.
Accompanying question here. Do you think AEW will change the name of Double or Nothing if they change the location?
That's a good question.
I think, I think they can do whatever they want. Like Double or Nothing.
Right.
You bring it like AEW Double or Nothing coming to you live from Miami. Yeah, they can just do it. It is what it is. I think like you could see them maybe if they want to stick to the casino theme, maybe go and do a show in Atlantic City. There are a few halls that could hold like 10,000 people that you could run an arena or run a show out of, right? I think it's good. Put London, Canada is a place that they could go to. That's like a nice little like Canadian hub there. Like, there's a place you can make it work. I just think like, look, you can have that be like your big city destination show. You could have Double or Nothing in LA. You could have Double or Nothing in Miami. You could have Double or Nothing wherever you want, right? Like it's just family vacation type of vibes. That's what that show is always kind of given off. The name is like, it is what it is. What Fast Lane. Like, what was that? You gave me, your Fast Lane. You can only have it where there's an interstate. No, like you could have Fast Lane.
Right.
Whatever. Roadblock. End of the line. Remember that year they had like Roadblock twice in the, like they had like one Roadblock in like February and then one Roadblock in December.
Right.
That's crazy, bro. WWE was on one in
Yeah.
like
That's
2016.
wild. That's so wild.
Moving on, Trevor, another title match we got to talk about here. Adam Copeland defending the TNT Championship against my guy, Malachi Black, in a barbed wire steel cage.
Excuse my yawning. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired.
React. Barbed wire steel cage. Malachi Copeland.
I yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun match. But is it me or has Copeland been in nothing but like no holds barred matches? He's been in a bunch of them since he's been here.
Look, he is the new innovator of violence, right? Like,
Apparently,
I'm dig it though. I think he's great. He's great at this. He knows.
he's done a great job. Honestly, his so to be honest, his run early on, I didn't like. I didn't really like it. I thought they weren't really using him right. But this iteration, what he's doing now, I love it. I absolutely love it. I think he's doing a great job. I think like you couldn't ask for anything more at since he's in almost probably the end of his career. Probably. I mean, I guess that's fair to say. I think he's gonna retire probably after this or whatever, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, this to see him at this point of his career and still able to do these matches the way he's doing them, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and it compounded by the fact that the story they've been telling is Malachi Black, blinded Copeland with the black mist. Ever since then, we've seen a more violent and unhinged, aggressive, yes, Copeland. That's like why we got this barbed wire steel cage match. Do you remember, by the way, the first barbed wire steel cage match in North America, or in a major wrestling promotion, I should say?
Was it It wasn't ECW, right?
Or no, was it not counting ECW. That
okay.
Everything happened in ECW.
I don't remember exactly where it was. Like, refresh my memory.
So it was No Way Out, 2005. Big Show, JBL for the WWE Championship. So this was the match at the end. Big Show chokeslammed JBL through the ring off the cage. And as he's walking out, as Show is walking out, JBL, who was like chokeslammed through the ring, climbs his way under the ring and out the cage to win before Show can. It is one of the funniest endings to a pay-per-view I've ever seen, because the look on Big Show's face, that dumbass who took like 10 years to walk down 3 steps, it is just amazing. Shout out to Big Show.
Like, so was that the first one, or was there another one?
That was the first one in WWE, I should say.
WWE, okay. But there was one in NWA, I want to say, at some point, too.
Probably. Craziness, yeah. NWA.
NWA. Oh man, did you hear they bringing back the mid the mid title
good for
on them. NWA?
Be good for this. They should rename that big old like 10 pounds of crap the mid title.
Yeah, it's oh boy.
Shout out to the NWA title. Don't get me wrong. I
NWA is a wounded fish that won't die.
Like, I love that. I love what that title used to represent. It ain't the same. We gotta be honest.
It's not.
I think Copeland versus Black, Monet versus Willow, and Anarchy in the Arena are the most worth pay-per-view match on this card. Well, let's talk about the potential result. Do you think? Okay, look. One of the things people have been complaining about, Trev, is Malachi Black not getting a singles run in AEW.
Yes. That's true.
They have a chance to change it.
Now, I would be honest with you. As much as I love what Copeland's doing, I would not be upset if Malachi won this belt. I would not be upset if Malachi Black won this belt. A Malachi Black title run would be awesome. Now, do you think the Black Mist is going to play a part in who wins this match?
You know what I want to see? This is so silly. I don't care. I'm going to say it. I don't throw seriousness out the window. Do you guys remember the final deletion part 3? This is when they're fighting Abyss, Rosemary, and what's his name? Crazy Steve in TNA.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Rosemary, like, hurling the black mist, spitting it into the face of Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy sucking it back up and spinning it back. I don't care how expensive it is, Tony. Do it. I don't care what you gotta do. Hologram, VFX, whatever. Do it. The fans deserve that moment. I want Copeland to suck the mist out of the air as it is airborne right in his face and spit it back in
and just
don't care how much it costs, make it happen.
Yeah, that would be great. It would be great now. It would be, but no, like I really would love to see a Malachi Black title run. Did he resign, or is his contract up with them at some point?
He signed a 5-year deal when he originally signed. So he is locked up until 2027.
Okay.
Allegedly, reportedly. It's reported.
So is Murphy too, right? And Brody King.
I'm not sure about Murphy or Brody King.
Because I did hear that Murphy's contract was.
I think Buddy is up a little bit before, but I don't have it off the top of my head.
Right. But no, like honestly, just give him a title. And honestly, my girl should have another one too. She needs another title run.
Well, yeah, she's injured right now. That's the only reason she does.
Yeah, no, that's part of the reason why she gave it up.
Yep. So. Who do you think? Well, okay, so you think Malachi? Man. Do we have Cope lose, though? Do we have Cope lose?
I want Malachi to win, but I honestly believe it's going to be Copeland.
Nah, man. Malachi's got to get a dub. I'm sorry. It's been 3 years.
I want Malachi to win. I do, but like... but that's the problem with this, too, though. Copeland is so hot right now. Copeland is really hot right now.
That Cope Open, man, like it makes a difference.
It does. It I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna stick with Malachi Black, even though I don't believe it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna stick with Malachi Black.
On this day, I see clear. Well, then the Pac is like, no, I don't.
No, I don't.
Malachi Black, I don't. You blind
Malachi Black.
I don't see clearly. Why are you doing this to me, lad? Oh, now I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing now. It's just a Scottish accent. It's just a wee lad. That'll do, Snake. That'll do. It's Taco Kid says, I'm with Trevor on this one. Wouldn't mind Malachi winning. But we got Charles saying the Cope Open must continue. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, yeah, please do. Please continue with the Cope Open.
Moving on, let's do a little bit of rapid fire because this is a lengthy card, Trev. We got a few rapid fire ones. Trent Beretta versus Orange Cassidy. Who wins and why?
Orange Cassidy.
All right.
Revenge.
Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho versus the FTW Contender Series winner. I have no idea who this might be. I don't even know what this is. I watch Dynamite and Collision every week. I don't know what the hell this FTW series is. Who wins and why?
Does anyone know who he's fighting?
I don't care. Hopefully it's not Hook.
I don't know who wins this, but I know who loses. Us.
Yes. Free Hook 2024. Jericho's gonna win, definitely. Yeah, and then that's our rapid fire because all these other matches matter. Jon Moxley, Konosuke Takeshita, IWGP World Championship Eliminator match. Before we get to that, Trevor, Jon Moxley's the IWGP champion.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. It's nuts, isn't it?
Wild. It's wild. Even wilder is he's an AEW contracted talent defending it on an AEW pay-per-view.
Dude, Tony Khan is making money hand over fist.
I don't even care about all that. He's making me happy. Man is making me
absolutely.
happy.
Making me very, very happy.
What do you think about this match? You think Takeshita gets a win over the IWGP champion and gets the #1 contender shot?
When would the title shot be? Whenever.
Doesn't say, but we got Forbidden Door next month.
Mm. Hmm.
Oh, you
That's a good, interesting point there, sir.
get bro. I got the vision, bro. Let me lay it out for you, Vince Russo style. So we all think that John Moxley's gonna win because he's the IWGP champion. We're gonna swerve him though, bro. No Strickland. Swerve, no Strickland. And here's what we're gonna do. Takeshita kicks him in the balls. And then Moxley's down. He's wrenching his balls, and Takeshita's gonna hit that kick that he does. I love that crap so much. He's gonna hit that kick 1, 2, 3. Huge dub, kick in the balls to John Moxley. Then next month, we're going to build up this match. Moxley, Takeshita. And then bring out, who's that one guy? Shooter? Yeah, Shooter Umino. Yeah, whatever his name is. Bring out Shota Umino. Bring out Shota Umino. Bring out Naito to reclaim his title. And we're going to have a good old-fashioned New Japan 4-way to determine the new IWGP World Champion.
You know what? As preposterous as that sounds.
And then swerve them all because then my guy, Disco Fever, no, he's going to come in and pick up the win. Oh, my God. I would die if I would stop watching AEW. That would be my line.
If Disco Inferno was even in the damn Federation, I probably
no. If Disco Inferno, if we get that Disco Inferno All Elite graphic, I'm done. That's it. Forever.
Forever. I'm done. My allegiance is with someone else.
Charles in the chat making an interesting point. Next, Mox Challenger will interfere and have take the win. Ooh. Ren Narita. Oh, give me. Oh man, I love me the New Japan young boys finally growing up. I was waiting for this. This is like
I do.
This class of young boys was wild. You had Ren, you had Shota Umino, you had Gabe Kidd. Ooh, give me. I love me the young boys.
Love
of New
stuff.
Japan.
Love
of
stuff.
New Japan. Jesus.
Thank you.
That's a wild sentence. That's a wild sentence.
Well, goodbye, everybody.
Nope. hey, I'm still. Look, on some Green Day shit. I'm still breathing. Anyway, okay. Actually, no, that's my prediction. I think Takeshita picks up the victory via shenanigans, and we get.
Actually think he does too.
Yeah, Full Gear or Forbidden Door. Sure. Moving on, Trevor. We got to talk about TBS Championship on the line. Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné. Before we talk about that, though. Trevor, let me know. What have you thought about Mercedes Moné's run in AEW so far?
Little confusing, actually, to be honest with you. I think that the thing is, I think they were trying to go one way with it, and then it didn't translate well. It just hasn't translated well to me. That's just my opinion about it. I don't really think she has translated well since she's been there yet. Not completely, but certain things they do with her. I think honestly, if you're gonna put the belt on her now, which I believe they are, that it might help a little bit, only because of the fact that she might need a little help because her in-ring, well, not in-ring debut, but her coming to the Federation didn't work very well. To the promotion worked very well at all. I mean, people love her, people still cheer for her, but again, I think the best way to explain it is she just hasn't translated well yet.
It's crazy because I think she's gotten outshined in segments with Willow.
Yeah,
that's a testament. Like Willow Nightingale's a great performer, but
dude, that's just showing you how good, like you said, how good Willow is.
But like Mercedes is supposed to be out there leading. Like that's the thing. Like that's what she came here to do, right? I think it's not a problem, right? Because like you want other talent to have the spotlight on them, but it's like the gap there between the promos, and I think it's like because Mercedes is kind of doing the same style of promo that she was in WWE, and that can get you only so far, right? I think there needs to be. I don't know whether she needs to turn heel. I think like that's maybe a solution here. Have her turn heel, and those promos
Probably.
and that style seemed a little bit more authentic, or build up a little bit more of a story. But like I'll say this: that promo that they had in Jacksonville was that sold me on this match. That was an A tier level segment that they
Oh,
did,
absolutely.
and
I agree.
evidence of why AEW needs to give the women more time on these promos.
Now, here's another question, and this is, I mean, and it's not a really far out there question. It's actually a pretty intelligent question. Do you think that that she's helping work build Willow Nightingale up? Do you think like she's taking a step back, kind of sort of, to try to help build her up? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Willow needs all that help, but I mean, but she is still a young talent and she's still doing her thing. Willow Nightingale is an amazing talent,
Yeah.
um, almost a prodigy. But do you think that this is Sasha Banks' way, I mean, Monet way of building her up by taking her foot off the gas a little bit, so to speak?
I I mean, maybe. I don't think we would know. I think like regardless of how great Mercedes would be in this, like she could be fantastic, full blown, like it could work. And I
Mm,
still think Willow gets like, gets shine because she's been performing very well as well. Um I do think though, like it's more of a case of what they're currently doing with her is not resonating as well with the fans. I think that's really it.
honestly agree. I honestly agree with that. Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah.
But like you said, maybe a heel turn will definitely help that out.
Well, we may get one, Trevor, because we still need to find out who's the one who attacked Mercedes. Was it a setup? Was it a swerve, bro? We're gonna have Mercedes, and she's gonna get attacked, bro. And then we're gonna find out, bro, that it was Mercedes all along, bro. Uh,
uh.
wilder shit happened.
If I look tired, guys, I apologize. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. It's been a long time. It's been a long week, and it's only Tuesday. All right, but
I know, right? Crazy.
I mean, like we could see the swerve. Like, okay, speaking of swerves, this is a realistic swerve that could happen. Chris Statlander has been teasing a turn. We saw a little bit of that last month at AEW Dynasty when they went in for the hug and it looked like they were going to do a little turn, but they ended up hugging out. You think she turns
Yep.
on Willow?
I've actually been waiting for that. I've been waiting for her to turn on Willow because I think it's gonna happen. Now, do you think she's gonna join Monet?
I think they could. I think that would be having Mercedes have her own like entourage would be that would help. It would help
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Especially someone like Chris Statlander, who is, I mean, don't get me wrong, Monet is definitely established too, but having someone like Chris Statlander who has been teasing the whole heel turn and is definitely established is a somewhat tweener would definitely help her.
for sure. And look, I don't care where Stokely goes. Just give him the mic. As you know, keep
Yes,
Stokely with Willow. I like that. I like their little pairing. It's
I
like,
do. I definitely
they
do.
got a good little
Yeah, it works
dynamic.
well.
Stokely out here like Stokely's so funny, bro.
He really is. He really, really is.
All right, who do you think wins? Mercedes or
I,
Willow?
I'm gonna say Mercedes actually.
I'm gonna go with my original prediction for this from I think last month. I think Willow wins, and it's like this big shocker that Mercedes loses, and then like they're gonna use that down the line to turn her heel.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
All right, 7 matches down, 2 to go. Let's talk about Anarchy in the Arena, Trevor.
Can't wait.
We got the Elite, Kazuchika Okada, Jungle Boy, sorry, just Jack Barry, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the EVPs, teaming up to go up against Team AEW, made up by Bryan Danielson, Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, and the returning Darby Allin, Trevor.
Yes, that was great news to see him. But it's partially because the Kingston's hurt too. So
Eddie Kingston is hurt. News came out that he, in fact, tore his ACL. Unfortunate news. Hopefully he gets well soon. Timetable is probably like January that he'll be back.
Yeah, and he's got to be really careful. He's getting up there in age too. Like that can be a career in the industry, in their injury.
Man, he's gonna come back. If anyone can come back, it's gonna be Eddie Kingston.
He's just be stubborn, as stubborn as he always is.
He's like, no, I'm gonna fight you if you don't fix yourself. Fix yourself. All right, Tony, I'm ready to go. Love you, Eddie Kingston. I
ain't gonna say all that, but good job. Get well.
Love you, bro. Look, bro. We're gonna swerve everyone. All right, we're gonna swerve everyone. You gotta go and we're gonna heal. You're gonna heal your ACL on live TV. We got the Elite taking on Team AEW, Anarchy in the Arena. We got a little preview of this past week on Dynamite, in Everett, Washington. I think this is going to be carnage. I was there for Anarchy in the Arena last year. It's still one of the wildest things I have ever witnessed in my life. I don't think I'll ever witness anything like that again.
No, I don't think you will.
On one end, I'm seeing Jon Moxley take a screwdriver to the head of Nat Jackson. Then I'm seeing Nick Jackson super kick a live performing band. While I turn around the corner, my Kenny Omega has I don't even know what to call it. This giant 10, 15 foot rod that he's swinging around the ring, and I'm just that was one of the most surreal and fun things I've ever witnessed.
Dude, it was such a wild match. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to watch it in person, but wow, it was crazy.
Crazy. But we're gonna see some crazy stuff. It's Taco Kid says, you're telling me Darby Allin jumped off the ladder onto glass and injured himself, then hit by a bus, broke his nose, and returned before Adam Cole?
That's just wild to even think.
Ayo. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Yo had me jump back in my chair. I didn't even vet that chat. I just read it. That's crazy.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
It's all true though. That man got hit by a bus in New York.
He did. That was crazy to me. I was like, yo, what? I read it. I thought it was a joke. When I first read it, I was like, no, that didn't happen.
Wild. Charles said Darby is the best. Damn right he is. Shout out to Darby Allin. But they've been building up this feud. AEW is fighting against the Elite, who have taken over essentially the running of Dynamite. Trevor, I just need to shout out my boy, and I'm gonna give you the word on all of this. But this man, what he did to Tony Schiavone this past week on Dynamite is one of the funniest things ever.
Yeah.
He was like, let's give him a round of applause. Great severance package by the Elite. Let's give him a round of applause. Here, have a drink, Tony. And he spills woo energy all over Schiavone. And I was in that moment, I was like, no. Okay, look, I know it's Swerve's time. Forget about all of it. Forget about Osprey. Forget rocket ship. Or back rocket, whatever, backpack, rocket, moon. Put the belt tomorrow on Jack Barry. I was like, that was amazing.
That was. It really was a good little segment. I'm like, yo, this guy.
Look, no, and his promos have been good. He went to New Japan and is a completely different promo.
Dude, and the funny thing was, he was only in New Japan for 5 minutes.
He was there for 2 months, and now he's like, I'm Jack Perry, and I know I'm Kenny Omega. I'm Jack Tunney.
Exactly. He makes it seem like he's been there for 6 years.
I said, I'm Jack Tunney. Hey, yo. All right, we need to get a hold of ourselves. Anyway, sorry, Trevor. I need to get that out. We got the Elite AEW. What do you thought about this build?
It was a great build, man. It really caught everybody by surprise, especially me. That was not what I was expecting. I had a feeling Perry was going to come back, but not in that capacity, and definitely not with the Elite. But man, great. The build up to this is great. The match hopefully is even better. So got a lot to check, a lot to look at.
A lot to look at, indeed. Who do you think wins?
To me, it would make more sense for the Elite to win, honestly. But to continue building on, building on what they're building on with them as well. But I know so many people would love to see that combo beat beat the Elite, but I'm gonna go with the Elite.
I think the Elite probably have to win. I think the ending of the match is probably going to be like Darby Allin jumping off of something crazy. Like I could see him like doing like the poker chip that Mox threw Omega
Oh
off of
yeah.
at the first Double or Nothing,
Hmm.
and losing the match that way. But Darby's just going to be like, all right, yeah, whatever. Like,
I'm good.
I'll go with the Elite too.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, and then there was one AEW World Title on the line. Christian Cage, everyone's favorite father, taking on Swerve Strickland. The build to this match, Trevor, has been amazing.
Amazing. I was just about to say this. This might be the best title defense he could have got. Honestly, this is This is such a great build. Those two in the ring is amazing. I can't wait to see it.
And
It's a hell of a test for him.
and the story they've been telling is an interesting one. Both Christian Cage and also Nick Wayne have a legitimate gripe with Swerve Strickland. So it fits in, it makes sense, and it's been personal. Like they mirrored like that shot of Christian Cage like smearing the blood on Swerve's family picture.
Hmm.
Like they mirrored the beatdowns. They've like the promos have been really great, and I think we're seeing like like Swerve really coming to his own. Like the beatdown that man did on the rest of the Mogul Embassy, amazing. Like
Yeah.
one foul swoop, he just took them all out. I was like, that's a world champion. And look, people have a problem with Swerve's promos. I get it. Whatever. You guys can think what you want. But when it comes to like the action, that man is like ain't nobody like touching him when it comes to like doing that kind of
But
stuff.
that's
Like
why he's world champion, dude. Like
like
they saw it, they pulled the trigger. That's why he's world champion. But like I said, like you said, promos are a little but like this is a great person to put him with too because this is a legend. This guy can teach him things in that ring that most people can't. Like this is a great pairing too. Like I think honestly, just by pure skill and everything they both can do, this is gonna be a hell of a match.
And Taco Kid adds a very good point. It's good storytelling. They are telling that everything that Swerve did in the past is coming back to punish him. And we follow that up with Mr. Charles in the chat saying Adam Page returns. Trevor,
Yep,
you think
that'll be great.
we're getting Hangman Adam Page coming back?
That'd be great. That would be awesome, though. Actually, it'd be a good one.
We got Kenny Baum in the building, blessing with a $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Mr.
What's
Baum.
up, Kenny?
Shout out
Thank
to
you
you.
so much.
Shout out to Kenny Baum and all the boys over at youtube.com/. I almost said off the top. That's not what it is anymore. /kiss the ring. Go better kiss the ring. Go over, show my man Kenny some love. Appreciate you though, bro. But yeah, so we got Swerve, we got Christian Cage, a lot of things kind of hanging over this match, but there's a lot of intrigue here because we have things like Hangman Page potentially could come back soon. You
He could.
have Christian Cage. Like, do they just put the belt on him?
I don't know.
Like what's going on there? What do you think's gonna happen?
I think Swerve is gonna win personally, but that's just my opinion. I think he retains.
Yep. Yeah, I think Swerve retains. I think that we're slowly gonna get like I think this could also be interesting because we could start to see like the dissolution of Christian Cage's family too, because the prophecy that Adam Copeland said would happen when he first came to AEW was eventually when you lose your belt, you lose your championships, you lose your notoriety, and they have learned everything from you. Nick Wayne and Killswitch are going to disown you. They are going to leave you. And I think we could see that happen or start to happen this week. at Double or Nothing. And look, if Adam Copeland does lose the belt, Christian Cage loses his world championship spot, might be perfect time to bring them back together.
Right. I just can't wait for it. It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be emotional for sure. I'm gonna go with Swerve Strickland retaining. Give me Hangman Page to come out at the end.
I got Swerve retaining. You know what? Hangman too.
Hangman Adam Page. I'm JR now, daddy. JR, Jimmy Hart. All right. That was AEW Double or Nothing, Trevor. Just quick thing coming off of Double or Nothing, though. Double or Nothing this weekend marks 5 years of AEW events. The first ever Double or Nothing took place this week in 2019. 5 years later, man. AEW. Look how far they've come.
Yeah, man. I mean, they've had some hiccups. They've had some controversy, but who hasn't? But at the same token, dude, they've done a great job kicking and fighting the entire time, and they did a great job. Like, AEW is definitely a premier company. Not the premier, of course, but it is a premier company. You couldn't go any wrong going to AEW as a become a superstar.
I think like it's fair to say that AEW changed the business.
Absolutely.
I don't think you see the hunger in WWE without AEW. I don't think you see the increase in product in WWE without AEW. I don't think you see WWE re-embrace wrestling, even under Triple H, right? Even under Triple H, I don't think you see them embrace wrestling if not for AEW, because AEW proved that you can make wrestling popular. You can make it profitable.
You absolutely can, yeah.
Yeah. So like on that stage especially. So shout out to AEW for that. I mean, favorite moment from the past 5 years in AEW?
Most of my favorite moments were live.
That first Dynamite, the hot dog.
Yeah, the hot dog was great. The hot dog was hilarious. Jericho, who threw this freaking wiener in here? That was great. When I went to the last AEW Dynamite in DC, and we sat literally next to the ramp, and Will Ospreay walks down, and my buddy he said, hey bro, and he comes back, he's like, he looks at him, he gives my buddy a high five, he said, you don't say it like that, it's bruv, and walks off.
That's funny. Will Ospreay's funny as hell.
But he daps him up, though. He daps him up and everything. Will Ospreay's a great dude, though. Like, I heard he was pretty friendly and was signing autographs and stuff like that. But, yeah, that was hilarious. That was so funny. But no, like, if I'm talking about, like, just in wrestling in general, like, I mean, one thing that, and it's not even a moment, it's just some of the things that they do. Like, the way they tell stories in AEW, they used to anyway, it was like, it really tugged on the heartstrings, you know, like even some of this is just to tell you how good MJF was. I mean, is his promos when he was talking about CM Punk, you actually felt bad for this kid.
Yo,
like you actually felt bad for this guy, and I'm like, yo, like there's one thing I will say, like one of my favorite things about AEW is the shock and awe that they do with some of this storytelling, even their match selection or the people they put in it. Like they do a very good job of that.
Absolutely. I mean, like there's so many great moments, and like for me, I think two stand out. Number one, I think one of the best moments of produced wrestling television we'll ever see in The First Dance. Like I think that segment is going to go down in the annals. The annals. Ayo.
I needed that.
Going to go down in the annals of wrestling history as one of the most important and memorable segments of all time. It was over 1 million people tuned in on a Friday night at 10 p.m. to watch CM Punk return on AEW TV in 2021. That is crazy.
Crazy as hell to me. That was so crazy to me.
Number 2, and this is like a bit of a more personal one, was me being able to go to my first wrestling show with my dad.
Oh
That
yeah.
Dynamite meant a lot to me, and like it always will. And while I say that, Kenny Baum is going off in the chat about me saying anals instead of annals. He's like, "Ayo, anals is crazy."
Hilarious.
Like I don't take I don't take any of it back. Like I'm like CM Punk, I'm stubborn. But like there've been so many like still my favorite storyline that in wrestling history has been that Hangman Page story, that run to the title. It is
Such a good one.
the
Such a good one.
layers in that story. There is never, and I will say this, Bloodline has been arguably the best story WWE's ever told. The layers upon layers upon layers that the elite story of Hangman Page built up over time. It's like insane. It's one of my favorite stories that they've ever told. It's the best story AEW's ever told. Loved it.
I think one of mine is gonna have to be the building of the Blackpool Combat Club. The matches up to that was really cool. Really, like the way they did it was actually really cool. I mean, they haven't done much with them since then, but like, I really love how they started them
Yeah.
with William Regal coming out and like, hey, I know both of you, slapping the crap out of both of them. Like, no, let's get this together. Like that was great. That was so great.
Man in the mask, you're looking ravishing tonight. I can just eat you up,
Yo, I
scrumptious.
miss him so much, bro.
Hey man, he knew it was time to go back to the Fed. He knew.
Man in a mask.
Oh, you're looking delicious tonight, scrumptious. Could just scoff you up like a scone.
Oh my god.
I
William
love.
Regal's
Shout out
such
to
a great
William
one.
Regal, man. Dude, the like year that William Regal was in AEW is like best.
Some of the
That
best.
was so good. That was so good. Shout out to William Regal.
Some of the
Um,
best work possible, man. It was so good.
yeah, and like as far as where they go from here, I think they are getting back to. There's a lot of talk about ratings, Matt. Like I'm so sick of talking about these fucking ratings.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like. Which is like, oh, you ain't done me only defend me 600,000 baby. I don't care. I don't care. Is the show good? Did you watch the
No.
show? No? You didn't watch the show? So shut up. If I don't judge how good or bad Raw is solely based off of the rating. There's a lot of weeks that rating is great and that show is ass.
I didn't even watch it this week.
I didn't watch it this week either. But like, come on now. Come on. I understand, like there are legitimate business gripes and trends you can tell with ratings. Like that 672 rating is not good. That is not good for AEW.
Right.
Dynamite should not be drawing 672,000 people. However, that one rating is not indicative of a show or story being ass in itself.
Yep.
There are certain things that you can take in, like Collision this week. Trevor did over 500,000 viewers for the first time in since God knows how long. There's multitudes of this. People just want to look at ratings. That's why I hope Max ends up going to simulcast it on HBO Dynamite gets simulcast on HBO and TBS, because I just want the ratings to stop mattering like in this discourse. It doesn't matter in the discourse.
Exactly.
It's so
It doesn't
stupid.
matter. Who cares?
People don't even know how ratings work. Well, WCW is drawing 10 times what AEW is drawing now. I'm like, you don't even know how ratings work. There's 10 times. What is Raw is But Logic, these people don't want to listen to Logic. People just want to like talk in their. I'm on the internet. I'm saying Brian Alvarez.
You just had a conniption. It looks like.
You damn right I did. These people got me all riled up, and now I gotta poo. So Trevor, we're gonna be so real with you. I gotta poo. So and it's been there. It's been anyway. Trevor, any final thoughts you want to talk about or anything?
Oh,
He's laughing so hard. We lost the
oh
audio.
my God. No.
I gotta poo. He's gotta sleep. I also gotta eat, which is ironic enough. Trevor,
Oh
what are you
God.
watching these days, bro?
This has been something. Uh,
All right. All right. Let's.
this is a very anal episode. I agree with Kenny.
Heyo. 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 The replay of the show will hit different. I gotta poo. He's gonna be watching out for my little Oh, I saw that face. I've seen that face. I've made that face before.
Well, with that being said, what am I watching? I've been watching a lot of what old wrestling replays. I've also been watching a lot of actually Fallout, the new series on Amazon Prime. It's actually really good.
It's cool.
It's actually really, really good.
I played
How
the
about you,
games.
Yeah, I used to play the games. I played at least 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm rewatching House of the Dragon. Because the premiere is gonna be in a few weeks. I just rewatched The Boys, because that's premiering soon. And then, I'm really excited for College Football 25. College Football 25. So it's the old NCAA football game.
Oh, college football game. Yeah. When is it dropping?
That's in July. I'm super hyped. They just released
Dude,
all of the info about it, bro.
I can't wait.
In their My Player mode, they call it Road to Glory or something, but their My Player mode where you can play as a character and you go through your career.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to maintain a certain GPA to stay on the team.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yo.
That's gonna be fun.
Dude, that is gonna be so funny when people can't
That's gonna be a
finish
lot of fun.
people and it's gonna be mini games, so it's not gonna be serious stuff, I don't think. No one's gonna make you do a calculus or whatever the hell. Can you imagine?
Read these people.
I can't do it. I need a calculus. Oh, I'll quit. Actually, that would be a funny story. You end up having to go to JUCO. You end up having to go to junior college.
Oh man.
In the NCAA, that would be crazy. Do it. Make me go to junior college. Give me endorsement deal. I want the whole night, dude. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this game.
It's definitely gonna be great. I can't wait. I used to play the game all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. Well, Trevor, any parting thoughts on this wonderful Tuesday?
Nah, nah, man, guys. Those of you that did wish me a happy birthday when Omar, thank you so much for doing so. I'm blessed to see the big number I'm seeing. Blessed to see 40, and I'll be here for a long time, hopefully.
To quote Will Smith in Bad Boys, you at least 30.
You at least 30. Come on, puppy. What up?
Well, happy birthday from me to you, my good friend. Always good to see you. Always good to spend another year talking wrestling and then doing whatever the hell we're doing. Love you too, CC. Shout out to CC. But yeah, no. Hope you enjoy your birthday. Hope you
definitely will, guys.
You get to eat some good food. That's what it's all about.
That's exactly what it's about.
When you get to a certain age, it's really just about the food.
Yeah.
I'm at that age too. I'm just you know what? Is the food good? All right, cool.
Don't really care about presents anymore. Just give me food.
You give me socks and sandwiches. You got me there.
Socks and underwear. Dude, when I was a kid, I thought that was the worst gift anyone could give me. Dude, give me underwear. I'm a happy camper.
Dude, I wish someone gave me socks. I'm getting gift cards and things. I'm like, oh my god, can you just give me, just buy me socks? Legit, that. I don't have any matching pairs. Oh man, all right. Well, I have business to take care of. I apologize to everyone out there. Until next time, be happy, be healthy, and as always, keep it real.
Love those who are far, hug those who are close, and remember, take a poo when you have to.
Eat fiber, people. We're out.